Hey guys, welcome to Grounded Roots Healing. I'm Jason, and I've been MIA for quite a while. I have not felt the need to make a video until right this moment. So I have been, I'm back at work in my fancy work shack here, learning lessons again, non-stop. Year and a half. I haven't had time to do anything. I haven't even had time to call my wife for several days. I spoke with her today, but it has been, it's all divine timing. So I was struggling. I apologize. First of all, I've gotten an email from a friend of mine that I haven't been able to respond to. When you see this video, you'll know why. I honestly haven't spoken to anybody. Except my mentor on occasion and my wife. So it's been ridiculous. But anyway, I wanted to talk about reality and truth. So I've been struggling waiting for this divine timing to kick in. I'm tired. Just tired. I've been saying this forever. I'd love nothing more than to go soak in an ocean somewhere and not think about anything for a week. But that isn't the path I've written for myself. It's not what my lesson plan includes at the moment. And that is because I need to accept and find peace in every situation, no matter how difficult it gets. And I have flashes of this. I have moments where I'm there, absolutely there. And then you have today, where I'm not there. And I'm fighting it, and I'm doing my best to stay grounded. Now, there's a whole bunch of reasons for this, and some of them are pretty advanced. But truth. Everybody's truth is different. This is why we can't agree on a common truth. Now, well, that's pretty cryptic, Jason. Explain yourself. Well, I don't have much time, but I'll try. So, we're struggling to wait for this divine timing. For whatever reason, I got this urge to go back and watch one of my videos, which was on the divine coordination, divine timing, explaining it in my words, how I thought it worked. I will link it at the end of this video so you can go and watch it. And at the point where I did that video, that was my truth. Now I just rewatched it, and there's things I don't agree with anymore. I've already ascended, and I've seen a different layer of this. It's not that I don't agree with it. That is 100% correct for the me that was that at that time. But we evolve constantly. And not only that, you are a divine love child of creation. Mother Earth has created this avatar, a fingertip of her, in complete communication with the earth, this body, mind complex. God, on the other end, has injected a soul into this thing to drive it. We meet the chakra system, puppets this avatar, meets at your chest. I got paint stains on my shirt. Meets in the middle of your chest. Creates a divine spark so that you can experience this stuff. Now, that's true from one aspect, but it's also not true from another. From another aspect, it's all one thing. It's all God. It's all the creation of it. It's not that you are a manufacturer of anything. You are it in its whole. There is a continuation of this system that we're inhabiting right now, and it's gradational, frequential, and there is no separation. None of it is separate. All of this, everything you can touch, is just a fabrication of you. So this meeting point in your heart chakra expands out and creates everything that you see, like a projector. So if that's the case, you're a projector. You're creating a hologram for you to play around in. And it's so bloody convincing that you've forgotten what's going on. And you obviously would have to forget. Go away. On one truth, sometimes monitoring spirits come as gnats and little flies flying around, trying to slow you down from saying things that are important. Where that fly came from, but he can go away right now. Or else I will make you go away permanently. See what happened? Now I'm distracted. This truth, that at one level, that's a truth. Because I believe it to be. If I am God and I'm creating this whole thing as a hologram from the center of my chest, and I believe that that gnat could be a monitoring spirit coming around bothering me, trying to slow me down from getting this message out, then that is the truth. At one level of truth, it's just a fly, and it's a coincidence. But when you start to see that there are no coincidences, ever, you start to understand that at one level that is true. At another level, I did that to myself. At even higher level. And then it goes higher. So, I'm not... And timelines. So if you were inhabiting a timeline, say, where... These are hypothetical, but say the pyramids were built by humans but assisted by off-world peoples. And you believe that to be the truth. Evidence will start to show up for that being the truth. Because that's the timeline you're on. You literally create the evidence. Things will start popping up in your feed. Scientific studies will come out. You'll start to see evidence for the Earth being flat, if that is the timeline you choose. And it goes right to the top and right to the bottom, because you are making all of it from step one. When you start to realize that, you start to pick the one you want to experience. I, personally, prefer the globe as a globe. I prefer to envision it that way. I prefer for in this simulation that I've created, for there to be aliens that will bring us tech that we can use to advance civilization. That is the one that appeals to me. That's the timeline I want to stay on. That's the one I'm going down. So, because of that, the evidence will start to show up. And it has been. It of course, that's the way it's going to work. But if you believe in Tartaria or ice walls or any of this stuff, and you start to lean into it, the simple fact of you concentrating your conscious attention on that timeline, which is what all it is, you will create it. You can also change time. You can literally consciously put your attention on a past memory, go back, change it, and no longer have it affect you in this current moment. You're building the whole thing. Choose what you want. Start to finish. And I don't know if I'm going to make any more videos. I've been avoiding doing that because I just didn't feel like I should. And then for whatever reason, my inspiration came right now. So I decided to make one. And I'm going to create my reality. I'm going to speak it into existence. I'm going to create a reality where I don't have to do this kind of manual labor in order to exist in this world. It doesn't have to be this way. I've done it to myself. So I choose something else. I choose one where I get to be creative and just exist, and where the whole world gets that. The whole world is your oyster. You know, I have a vision of the future that I think is beautiful. Therefore, I'm going down that one. You pick yours. But for whatever, I don't know why anyone would, but for God's sakes, do not pick the 3D timeline. Pick a beautiful one. Think about that. Visualize it. Create it for yourself. Don't concentrate your attention on things like social media, news, anything outside of you that you're not creating yourself. Because that's just a way to harvest your conscious attention and to help create something that you don't even want. So why would you do that? You've been fooled into thinking you're not God, you're asleep here, and people are pushing you in a direction that you don't want. So stop doing it. All you have to do is visualize a clean future, something that you would be excited to live in, and that will happen. It's as simple as that. We complicate everything. Anyone else who tells you that they have the truth, that truth that I just gave you is my truth. It doesn't even have to be yours. But I think it's a pretty good one, so I'm going with it. But, I mean, truth is fluid. Truth is variable to whichever timeline you're on, to whichever avatar you're in, to whichever stage of awakening you're at. It is, if anyone tells you they have the absolute truth, they're trying to sell you something, and they're trying to fool you. No one knows everything. We are not capable. We are too limited down here. You can learn everything, but you have to go much, much higher. And I don't have all the answers. All I know is what my truth is, and I'm building it. So I hope you guys do the same. Like I always say, I hope this video finds you well. I love you all, and we'll see you soon. Or maybe not. I don't know. Bye, guys.